Good day viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching my educative tutorial online. And please, if you have not subscribed, do so by pressing the subscribe button as well as the notification button. And please help me to share with your friends, your colleagues, family and relatives in order for us to reach more people better. Thank you and God bless you. The topic we are considering today is motion. What is motion? Motion means change of position of a body with time. When we are talking about body in physics, it might not necessarily be a human body. It might be objects of different types. So the movement of a body with respect to time is what is known as motion. We have different types of motion. One, we have random motion. Two, we have translational or rectilinear motion. We have rotational motion. We have oscillatory motion, and the last one on the list, we have relative motion. Taking it one after the other, we start with the random motion. What do we mean by the random motion? Random motion means the movement, the type of motion in which a body moves in a non-linear manner. The type of motion in which the body moves in a non-linear manner, that is, in a non-straight line manner. The body changes continuously. For example, when you throw a feather up, coming down of the feather, we know that the movement will not be in a straight line. It will be in a zigzag manner. So the type of motion this feather exit is what is known as random motion. The second one is transitional motion, transitional or rectilinear motion. When we are talking about rectilinear motion, this is a type of motion that occurs when an object moves in a fixed direction, that is, in a straight line manner. For example, a car that moves from one fixed point to another, or human being going in a straight line direction. The type of motion there is what is known as transitional or rectilinear motion. Then the third one is what is known as rotational motion. What is rotational motion? Rotational motion is the movement of a body in a rotational manner about its axis. That is, the body moves in a rotational manner, in a circular manner. For example, an electric fan blade. When it's moving, you know that it will move in a circular manner. The next one is oscillatory motion. What is oscillatory motion? This is a to and fro movement of an object about a fixed point. That is, the objects move in a to and fro movement, in a forward and backward movement. For example, when you are punching a bag, the movement of the bag will be in a to and fro movement. Then the last one on the list is known as the relative motion. What is relative motion? Relative motion is the movement of a body in relation to another body. That is, the movement of an object will cause another body to move. From there, we'll want to talk about what really causes this motion. That is, the causes of motion. We all know that a body cannot move on its own without being applied something to it to move. And the thing that will apply to it for it to move is known as the force. When you applied a force on an object, the object will change position from its previous position. So we conclude that force causes motion. And this force is a vector quantity. That is, can be measured it has a both magnitude and direction. It is being represented by a capital letter F, and the SI unit of force is Newton. We have two types of force. We have the first one, we have contact force. What is this contact force that we are talking about? This force exists when there is a touch or hold or a contact with the object in question. That is, when you touch an object, or when you hold, or when you are in contact with it, the body will change. That object will change from from a direction. It will change from its previous direction. So the type of force that you applied when you hold or touch an object for it to change position is known as the contact force. Then another type of force, we have field force. This field force exists in a given region or space. It is a force that exists in a region of space. Then we have different types of contact force. We have three types. The first one is like force. That like force is when you apply like force, that is when you push an object that stay on its own and you push it for it to move from its previous direction is known as the like force. The type of force you apply there when you push the object is the like force. The second on the list is the unlike force. Unlike force. This means that when you pull the object, it will move away from its direction. It will change its direction. So the type of force that you apply there is known as the unlike force. Then we have frictional force. This frictional force is the force that exists between the objects that prevents it from sliding. Then we have three types of field force too. We have three types of field force. The first one there is the magnetic force. What is magnetic force? This is a force that attracts magnetic substances such as pins, nails, etc. to a magnet. Then the second one is gravitational force. What is gravitational force? Gravitational force is a force that attracts or pulls an object irrespective of its mass towards the center of the Earth's surface. Then the third one is the electric force. The electric force is a type of force that keeps current throughout the conductor of an electricity. That brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by subscribing, by pressing the subscribe button or the notification button. Till next time, God bless you.